Welcome to It's Around Town. I am your host, Carol Fairfull, and I'm here to tell you about some of the activities coming up in the wider Grass Valley area. Today I'm here with Betty Louise and Susan Davis. I met Betty Louise through my work at Sierra Roots for the homeless. Betty Louise and Susan are co-founders of the Co-Passion Project and co-directors of A Place to Call Home project, which are all based on grants. We will discuss A Place to Call Home today. The project will culminate in an event that takes place at the Center for the Arts on November 16th at 7 p.m. After the interview, I will cover some of the other interesting and traditional activities that are coming up in Western Nevada County in the next few weeks. Welcome to Channel 95 TV, Betty Louise and Susan.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us. We are very excited to share a little bit about this project that we're passionate about.
Well, I'm excited to have you, and I know that you have a lot of energy in this project. Betty Louise, can you tell us about the project A Place to Call Home, Stories Inspiring Transformations?
Well, this is a project that has been evolving over the last year. We have been what we call story catching, not interviewing, but story catching people that are involved with the homeless community. So we've got very specific, which is what grants help you do, and we interviewed people or caught stories from people that were concerned citizens, officials charged with solutions, organizations working with homeless people, and homeless people themselves. And from these stories, so much emerged about the homeless community, and that's when we started seeing that. We created this event to share some of these stories, which is about helping us shift our perceptions so that we can see the common humanity among all of us.
So you have collected stories, and I see your website is lovely. I hope some of our viewers will check out your website, which will be on the screen. What made you focus on the homeless population?
We both had experience working with the homeless population and touching on homelessness ourselves in one way or another. Maybe not as extreme as some of the people that we have met and have become friends with, but homelessness actually touches everyone in some way, I believe. My experience down in the Bay Area was pivotal in my life with the people that I knew that were struggling with homelessness at various degrees, as well as my personal experience with losing everything I had through a very traumatic bankruptcy. We both had this kind of experience, that we were softened in our heart, and that kind of touches on the other piece of our project, is that we want to promote compassionate action by the community at large. And it's through connecting with this issue on a very personal level, hearing these very personal stories, that we do develop this compassion and take action on that.
When it's up close and personal, you really get the feeling, don't you? Now, Betty Louise, I guess you had some experience also?
Well, I also had experience with losing a lot of what I had when I was living in the Bay Area. And when I first moved here to Grass Valley, and I was taking care of my sister's dog and walking this dog behind the Rayleigh's Shopping Center on Freeman Lane in Grass Valley, and it was pouring rain. It was like the first big rain. And I looked to my left, and there were all of these homeless encampments being set up. People holding chairs over their heads. And then I had a brief exchange with a man walking a dog towards me who said, hope that dog's not a male, because my dog doesn't like males. And I was immediately afraid. And I said, okay, well, he is. And then as I walked on, it was like an aha moment. I completely softened. I thought, oh my gosh, he's as afraid as I was. Mm-hmm. And I shared that story with Susan, and then it really took off from there. We were both, as she said, we both have the heart for this kind of work.
Well, a lot of our emotions, negative emotions, come from fear, so that's a very good observation, yes. Can you tell us about the grants that support the project?
Yeah, we actually acquired 2 grants, 2 very prestigious grants, which we're very proud to say. One is from California Humanities. It's the California Humanities Quick Grant. That was our first grant. And the second is through California Arts Council. And so both of these grantors have connections with the arts and the humanities. And it is our intention with our project that we communicate through multimedia arts. So these stories are not just the audio stories, but we have multimedia representations of story. And that means original music, spoken word, the audio. We've been capturing film to make a documentary. We have fine art, so we have photography and mixed media, sculpture, and encaustic painting. So we have, this is really, it's not just Betty Louise and me. There are probably close to 20 people on our team, artists, writers, people who are just passionate about doing this kind of work and expressing through the arts. And so our grants are through art and humanities organizations.
And that's an unusual track for support. And I think that's very, very imaginative.
And it's so fitting for this project,
Yes.
because it's about, we're artists, and it's about art, really touching people through art to get to that humanities place.
We know, we are convinced that communication through the arts is the way to people's hearts. That is, whatever the media is, whatever that is, connects people with their compassionate side. And really the emotion is part of this shift that we are intending and we have already seen happening.
Great. Can you tell us more about the November 16th event at the Center for the Arts? I know there's quite a few people involved.
This has been a complete collaborative effort, which is co-creation. It's what Susan and I both stand for. And so the event on the 16th, Thursday, November 16th at the Center for the Arts, will have a gallery artist reception from 4 to 6, and I'll let Susan share a little bit more about that. From 4 to 6, there will be an open reception. You don't need any tickets for that part of the show, and you can come meet the artists, purchase artwork, have light refreshments. We're also going to have a silent auction, and then from 7 to 9 will be what we're calling the main stage event. And this is where we're going to have video, dance, music, spoken word. It's video. It's just going to be an amazing presentation of some of the stories. You'll get little sound bites from some of the stories that we've caught, and then it'll move into an art interpretation. So
Experience is it's a very innovative and different approach than what people have experienced at the center before. It's very, it integrates all of the arts. It's not a talent show. It has a theme that runs through. Our theme throughout the entire project is to inspire inclusion and common humanity with homeless people and to promote compassionate action by the community at large. So this event, this whole day, including the art show in the gallery, which will run for 2 weeks, is all integrating that theme throughout. And we are so excited about this.
We're close now, so we're really
Getting more. Now, I understand Brendan Phillips, the son of Utah Phillips, is one of the, I'll call it an act in the program. Can you tell me a little bit about what Brendan does?
Well, he's actually going to be in the program a couple of different times. He is going to come out at one point and do what he terms kind of a talking blues. It's something that I think Utah did often in his travels. And he's going to share a little bit about the homeless situation here in Nevada County, which he's intimately involved with. And then he's going to play a little music. So it's going to be a little weaving of music and information. And then he's going to come back at some point in the presentation, and with his 2 or 3 musicians, some of them may even be homeless people, he's going to do some singing and performing.
Brendan has actually been with us from the very beginning as our music curator. That is the title, if you will. And
Absolutely.
that way, he has really helped us. He has provided some original music that we have used as the background for our audios. He has been involved from the very get-go with not just playing music, not just bringing Utah's legacy into it, but really his own take on music, and that has been really wonderful.
I can't wait to see it. How do people get tickets for this event, and how much does it cost?
Well, the wonderful news is that this event is free.
No cost.
No cost. And that was part of the agreement in the grant, and we're happy to open it up to everybody.
Do they need a ticket?
But for the main stage event, for the 7 to 9 event, you do need to reserve a ticket, and you do that by going to www.a-place-2-call-home.org. And right at the very top, you'll see a link that says reserve your seats, which comes directly to us, and you just need to tell us how many seats you want. So it's very simple.
So then they print out a paper ticket at home?
No, once we get their email, that's why we're
That's
doing
a
it this
ticket.
way, then we'll communicate with them through email.
Okay. All right, well.
And we have really been filling seats, so
Yes.
it's really important to follow through and reserve seats. If you are reserving for more than 3 people or 3 people or more, we will actually rope off seats for you and have your name on it. And so
wow.
we're treating our
VIP.
VIP
That's right.
for large groups. There will be a group from Hospitality House coming, which we're very excited about because this is about inclusion. There will be some of our friends from Sierra Roots, the chronically homeless folks that have been really a big part of this project. So we are being very inclusive of our audience,
Great.
but we also are impressing upon people how important it is to reserve so that nobody is left out.
Great. Now, I heard that you also have a calendar coming out soon. Can you tell us about the calendar?
The calendar is another one of our passionate projects. So Deanne Donnelly, if you go to our website and watch our video, you'll see some of the amazing photos. She has been photographing homeless people, both from Hospitality House as well as Sierra Roots, for many years. She has over 77 photos, and she has this amazing knack to catch humanity. When you look at these faces, and we've got one face for every month of this calendar. It's a 2018 Compassionate Action Calendar. So in addition to the photos, we have compassionate actions for every day of that month.
Oh.
And it's been a beautiful project. The community has stepped up to sponsor the calendar pages, so it's really been a beautiful effort. We can't wait to see it.
It is a beautiful calendar. It's something that, a wall calendar that I think everybody will want to hang on their wall. It's a piece of art, and so we're very proud of it.
So it's kind of a kindness calendar also, isn't it?
Yeah, if somebody performs 365 compassionate actions,
That is definitely
that will
kindness.
shift their life.
That's right.
That's wonderful. Now what will happen after November 16th with your project? What comes up next?
Go ahead.
Wow.
A little bit of a break.
Yes, a little bit of a break, but we intend this to be a sustainable project. We want to see it continue on. This year has been so amazing in terms of how fulfilling it has been to us individually, the connections we've made within our own community here, as well as throughout California and beyond. So there is no doubt that we will be continuing. We have on our agenda to produce a documentary film, to publish a book, and to produce a music CD, music and spoken word. So those things are on the agenda for 2018 and 19. But yes, we want to take a little bit of a break before we dive into 2018.
Sounds like a very ambitious calendar ahead, but I can see you have the base work started here.
Mhm.
Yes,
And the connections. It's just, honestly, this project has generated excitement beyond Nevada County. Getting these California state grants has helped us with outreach, as well as our own social media and web presence. We have reached beyond even this country. So yes, we're on a roll. We're
Fabulous.
going
That's
forward.
good exposure for you, isn't it? What would you like to see happen in Nevada County concerning the homeless in the near future? What is your wish?
One of the things that I would absolutely love to see is I would love to see homeless people sitting at the table with the county supervisors and the organizations, so that's that inclusive piece that I think is so important. Everyone has to be at the table to make the decisions. I don't think that people with offices and suits and they can even begin to imagine what the needs of a homeless person might be. So that for me, that's one thing. If I saw that happening, I would feel like, okay, we're making progress.
So basically what the whole thing is coming, it's not an us and them thing.
Exactly.
It's a we thing.
Exactly, and that happens to be our tagline. It goes, they are us, we are them, we are one, and we all need a place to call home.
Wow, that's great.
So you got it right on.
Yeah, right, yeah. Okay, then I'm going to try to conclude here, and I understand your mission is to inspire a sense of inclusion and common humanity with homeless people and to promote compassionate action on the part of the entire community. Is there anything you'd like to add to that?
We just would love to have your inclusiveness in this project by, at a minimum, checking out our website and coming to the November 16th event. That would be absolutely wonderful.
Okay, I'm inviting all of our viewers to come, and I want to thank you for coming today, Betty Louise and Susan Davis from A Place to Call Home. I hope your event on November 16th is a huge success and gives both you and the community new energy and direction for helping the homeless. I hope our viewers will consider coming to the event. Get out your computer, write for your, tickets, and admission is free, and I wish you both good luck with the performance.
Thank you so much.
Now it's time to talk about the other things that are happening around town. First, I want to mention some activities here at Lake Wildwood that are worth noting. Further information is available in your weekly e-bits. The Lake Wildwood Niners are doing a casino on the Ritz on November 15th. Gaming starts at 6:30 and lasts until 9:30, and the cost is $30 for $500 in chips. There will be a special dinner at the Oaks that night for casino participants only. Dinner will be $28. This is Reno in Lake Wildwood for an evening of fun and prizes. Call Judy Pappas for tickets. The Lake Wildwood Dinner Dance will be Saturday, December 2nd, and tickets go on sale November 10th in the Dogwood Room of the Community Center from 12 to 3 p.m. on November 10th. The cost is $55 per person. You can make your reservations for Thanksgiving dinner at the Oaks right now. Dinner will be served from 11:30 to 3 p.m. and the cost is $36 for adults and $12 for kids. Call 432-1154 to make your reservations. If you don't want to cook, this is a perfect option for you. The Lake Wildwood Women's Chorus Christmas Concert will be December 1st through 3rd, and it's always a sellout. Costs are $10 per person in advance or $15 at the door if there's any tickets left. Contact Lake Wildwood Women's Chorus at gmail.com for information and reservations. And now on to our broader community. The Banner Mountain Artisans Annual Show will be at the Elks Lodge in Nevada City, and that takes place on November 9th and 10th, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday they are open from 10 to 5 and Sunday from 10 to 4. This is a wonderful collage of works by over 30 artisans that will boggle your mind and delight your eyes with the crafts of wood, fabric, ceramic, and more. The art is all juried to ascertain great quality. This event was started by my friend Joan Hunter in 2004 and is going strong. It's a good time to do some of your Christmas shopping. Entry is free. The 39 Steps will be offered by Quest Theater Works November 2nd to 19th at the Off-Center stage in Grass Valley. Previews are November 2nd and 3rd, and tickets are $10 and $15. The regular shows start on Thursday through Saturday, November 9 through 12, and tickets are $25. According to the Union, mix a Hitchcock mystery with a juicy spy novel, add a dash of Monty Python, and you have the 39 Steps. So check this version of Hitchcock Meets Hilarity and contact Quest for your tickets. You can see the URL on the screen. In Concert Sierra presents Spencer Meyer on the piano on November 19th at 2 p.m. at the Seventh-day Adventist Church on Osborne Hill Road and in Grass Valley. Spencer was a gold medalist of the 2008 New Orleans International Piano Competition and the 2006 American Pianists Association of Classical Competition winner. His program includes works of Ravel, Chopin, and Haydn. Tickets are $39 online or at Briar Patch. The 2017 Country Christmas Fair at the Fairgrounds will be Thanksgiving weekend, November 24th, 25th, and 26th. It is rated as one of the top handcraft shows in Northern California. The County Christmas Fair features unique gifts and crafts from the top artisans from across the entire state. Hours are 10 to 5 on Friday and Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday. The cost is $5. Parking is free and no pets are allowed. Start your Thanksgiving weekend with shopping with handmade holiday items, ornaments, jewelry, woodcraft, soaps, lotions, and everything imaginable. They have lots of unique gifts. Visitors to the fair will enjoy strolling live entertainment, festival foods, the magical gingerbread house exhibit, errand elves, and a community bonfire. Wagon rides will be given around the fairgrounds, and Victorian singers and the Sierra Symphony Quartet will perform throughout the event. Santa will be available each day until an hour before the event closes. It's great that free babysitting will be offered by Girl Scouts so parents can drop up their children while they shop, and there are errand elves to help you carry out your packages. This is certainly a full-service event. Another event that same weekend is the traditional holiday at the Empire Mine, the wonderful Christmas standard of our area. The hours are Friday and Saturday from 11 to 4 at the Empire Mine State Park. Special activities will be available each day. The cost is $7 for adults 17 and over and $3 for children 6 to 16. Children under 6 are free. The Bourne Cottage is always open with living history characters, including the Bournes, and Santa will receive youngsters in the clubhouse to hear their Christmas wishes. Everything is all decorated for Christmas, so it's a wonderful way to entertain your Thanksgiving weekend guests. Sunday, November 26th is the Reader's Theater at the Minor Foundry. The Reader's Theater is a story time for grown-ups, and it gained popularity during World War II when large stage plays were too expensive to produce. Using minimal props, the actor and your imagination illustrate the story. Local professionals generously volunteer their time for this production and include director Tim O'Connor of TV and movie fame and actors Gailey Bell Stewart, Renette Senham, and Corinne Gelfin. Doors open at 3:30 and the show begins at 4. Tickets are $10 and are available online at the Miners Foundry and at the Briar Patch. Before your Christmas calendar fills up, put down the Cowboy Christmas December 10th at the Penn Valley Shopping Center. It's at the corner of Penn Valley Drive and Spenceville Road. Admission is free, and it is a cowboy-style Christmas celebration. There is complimentary food and beverages, and a hay wagon rides for the kids, and Santa too. It's sponsored by the Martins family and the Penn Valley Chamber of Commerce. It starts at 4 p.m. and should be loads of fun. On a more formal note, there's a Happy Holidays event for Music in the Mountains. You'll have to get dressed up for this one. The event is Saturday, December 9th at 7:30 and Sunday, December 10th at 2 o'clock. It's at the Amaral Center at the fairgrounds, and tickets vary from $25 to $55 if you're sitting at a table. There is a $3 charge for credit card purchases. Ryan Murphy, conductor, Music of the Mountains Festival Chorus and Orchestra, will be highlighted. Share the Sierra Foothills' favorite holiday musical tradition with family and friends and thrill to the spectacle of the season. A sparkling celebration will provide Christmas carols, classics, and other music from the Music in the Mountains Chorus and the Holiday Orchestra. There will be a special guest, and also there will certainly be Santa Claus. Last but not least, we have an opportunity to see the Opera Tosca at the Del Oro Theater on Mill Street on January 27th at 9:55 a.m. Tickets are already on sale for a sellout of the Metropolitan Opera doing Tosca from the comfort of a seat in the Del Oro Theater at Grass Valley. Everyone says these are magnificent productions, and you get to go backstage, which even the people at the opera in New York don't get to do. The opera is done in real time, so as it's happening in New York, we see it here in Grass Valley. Sir David Vickers' production offers a splendid backdrop for two extraordinary sopranos sharing the role of the jealous Tosca. Tickets are $22 general admission, $20 for seniors, and $18 for students and children. You can order online at the URL shown on the screen. I already got my tickets. Well, that's it for today. I'll say goodbye for now. Halloween is just behind us, and the holiday season is fast approaching. There are so many opportunities to participate in wonderful activities here in the Western Nevada County. I wish you and your family a very festive season, and this is your host, Carol Fairfield. Until next time. Bye-bye.